He crossed the plate before he was there.
In play, that's a fair ball. Jacob, what a play from Jacob! And Madison drive! Tie game! 60. And that's a shot! Zach Hall, what a play! Oh, and moonshot. Oh, he robbed it! What a catch! What a catch!
Coming home. And he gets it. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. He's advancing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh! He's down. He got him. Oh my God! He crossed the plate before he was there.
In play, that's a fair ball. Jacob, what a play from Jacob! And Madison drive! Tie game! 60.
dropped the leg before he was there.
In play, that's a fair ball. Jacob, what a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! In play, that's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that.
What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice heads out. Trey collected right. Went over to first and still gets Alex Harden.
Crunch, get out, ball later!
He might have just missed it. Got it wrong from Jordan Rice. And that's a shot. That's a what a play.
Steps on second, throws over to first. That's he actually did it! That's a rock up!
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh! Philip goes to Parker. Walked off the season.
Crunch, get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here. Walk off home run, Jake Gold. Ball's in play. Going back, keeper can. Akatona's playhouse makes the grab. He's running third. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Switch it over to first. I don't know if I like him. Oh, that ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Team McKinney!
Now we'll do it the Nighthawks are the 2023 AWA champions.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us tonight. We got the Nighthawks and the Aces here in the deciding games of the NLCS. The Nighthawks currently lead it 2-1, so looking to close it out here and move on to the championship against the Enforcers. I am Alex Harden. I will be on the call tonight. I will be joined by Mark Campanero shortly. He is en route, but for now it is just me. And I believe we got some lineups headed your way.
Jack Blayhouse, University of Washington.
Drew Gradwell, Blue Mountain State University. Go Goats.
Philip Rosenbacher, Meadowdale High School.
Chance Justice, ITT Tech.
Reed Whitson, Gonzaga University.
Jag Baines, Certified Dog.
Aaron Schofield, Washington State University.
Moses Valadez, Go Wave.
Morgan Granich, Northwest Guatemalan High School.
Dylan Carroll, Little Man, Big Dreams.
Jack Scholl, Maplewood Elementary.
Kanoa Jandok, University of Washington.
All right, and I believe we have a weather update too. Take it away.
Good evening, everybody. This is Joe Acor from the AWA Weather Center with a weather alert for tonight's playoff matchup. And as the storm system moves over Washington this evening, you can see over the marina right now, it's not looking that good. The radar currently is showing rain coming in from the southwest and kind of reforming throughout the evening. So expect some moderate rain showers at times. Expecting maybe about a quarter inch of rain tonight. And I suspect the grip on the ball tonight to be a little bit different. So be patient at the plate. Going to be a lot of walks. And remember, dingers or nothing.
And I believe we have Robert on the sideline who's with Moses Valdez. Robert, take it away.
All right, Moses, deciding factor for this series. What do you expect? What do you think in terms of the pitching matchup here?
Well, you can't ask for a harder matchup right now. No one's been hotter than Sky, so I'm definitely going to have to, make sure we stay in it. Got to be super competitive in the zone. I just trust my stuff. I can't do anything different, and hope we come out on top.
What about for the hitting side?
Hitting, I'm just hoping to get rolling any way I can find a way on today. It's going to be wet. It's going to be slick. I mean, if it gets wild, I have to take advantage of it. It's going to go both ways that way, so I'm looking forward to this matchup.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Back booth, guys.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? This year, for the first time ever, the AWA postseason will culminate with the presentation of the Brinks Cup, presented by Brinks TV. They're putting up cash money for the winners, as well as a sweet new trophy. So there's a lot at stake in the AWA playoffs, courtesy of the Brinks.TV, the kingdom of awesomeness. Welcome everybody to AWA Field. We got the NLCS going on, game number 4. Drew Gradwell on the mound for the Northern Nighthawks, and Aaron Schofield will lead it off for the Atlantic Aces. And this has been an absolutely great series. Nighthawks up 2-1, trying to defend their 2023 AWA World Series title and go back to back. I mean, this team has been playing incredible in this postseason.
They are locked in for sure. They know how to win. I think we've mentioned that a few times this postseason. They've been here plenty. They know how to win. The moment just never seems too big for them, and that's why they got all those banners hanging up there.
It'll definitely be interesting here tonight. We'll have a maximum of 2 games in this best-of-5 series. Winner will go to play the Eastern Enforcers in the World Series next week.
And daylight's already getting slim out here. We already got the lights on here in game 1 of the evening.
Yeah, and it's just going to keep getting worse and worse as well. So it's just... and I think, and what's crazy too is that we're starting the World Series the latest we've ever started the World Series ever in the AWA. We normally never play into October, but next week will be the start of the AWA World Series. We have, I think it's going to be Tuesday, which will be the start.
Yeah, it's been a busy year here in the AWA. I mean, it's still in the early years of its existence, I guess. So it's still always a work in progress, hammering out the schedule each year.
Yeah, and the reason I say I think Tuesday is because it possibly could be subject to change. You never know. We're just trying to make sure that all the guys are at the games. Ground ball over to Jack Blayhouse, and he bobbles that. So Morgan Granich reach on an error.
That was a good hard hit ball from Morgan. The Aces struggled in games 1 and 2 on Drew. Weren't quite able to make good contact with his pitches.
That's ground ball. That'll be past the bunt line, and Drew Gradwell just can't make a play on that. It's a tough play for Gradwell. Everybody's safe. Bases are loaded. Still nobody out here in the top of the first, and now up steps Jack Scholl for the Aces.
Not the start that Drew and the Nighthawks envisioned. And yeah, here's Jack Scholl, and Jack didn't really get the bat going as the first 3 games of the series, but he took some quality ABs. He worked a few clutch walks.
2-1. And yeah, a nice walk here from Scholl would bring the game's first run, so I don't think the Aces would be too sad about that as Scholl holds off. And so far to start here, Gradwell, a bit of a jam.
Trouble finding the zone so far. There it is.
And there's a walk from Scholl, so that'll bring in the game's first run. The Aces, they strike first here in game 4. Winner go home game for the Aces, fighting for their season here in game 4.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot of patience at the plate today. I mean, every AB matters. I mean, you only get 9 outs in these games.
And it's been raining here today, and these rain games can get weird. You know, you never know what's going to happen. It's honestly, it's a difficult situation for both these teams having to play in the rain here. I mean, the ball is slipping on you when you're pitching, and might be slipping out there in the field. It's just going to be a battle out here today. And so the Aces are going to have to do everything they can to get as many runs in as they can, so they can keep their season alive.
Yeah, you see Drew out there. He's already got the towel at his waist to dry those balls off. And yeah, like you said, the field's going to be really wet, and it's all grass, and there's going to be a lot of mud and slippery conditions at the bases. And I've been victim to that before.
Foul ball almost took you out, Alex.
I caught it. Don't worry.
Yeah, beast. Inside, ball 4 to Aaron Schofield, and that'll walk in the game's second run. Aces lead it here 2-0. So Morgan Granich, They'll step up to the plate. Base is still loaded. Still nobody out. This is not the start you wanted if you're the Nighthawks. I mean, you want to try to end this series, and giving up 2 in the first, still nobody out, bases loaded. Couldn't find yourself in a worse position.
Yeah, and so far I don't think Drew's hit the zone yet. I mean, the Aces have put a few good swings on some pitches, but you have to get a called strike for Drew.
The rain continues to fall here, and yeah, I mean, Gradwall, who's just been so effective and good in the playoffs. I mean, I think back to the series against the Pilots, he pitched so well. And now just to see him struggling here, you gotta think it's gotta be the rain that's really affecting him here in this game.
Need more?
So another walk brings in another run for the Aces, now 3-0. Yeah, pretty much in this game, it'll just come down to pitching. Which pitcher is gonna be able to withstand this rain the best? Valadez swinging a miss for a strike. 0-1. Ripped foul down the third base side. Strike 2. 0-2 now on Valadez. Pitches high from Gradwall for a ball. 1-2. And Valadez chases the drop for strike 3. So the Nighthawks finally get it out.
It's a big one for sure. You have no room for error with the bases loaded, obviously. It was a very dangerous hitter, got a lot of pop in that bat.
Yeah, and I mean, in that situation too, Valadez really helped Gradwall out there. Gradwall wasn't necessarily hitting the zone effectively in that at-bat, but Valadez chased a few pitches and ends up striking out. So nice break there from Drew. Ball 1 to Jack Scholl. Immediately looks at ball 2, but yeah, you're right, Alex. It's really pouring now.
We have yet to build a retractable roof at the AWA.
It will happen. That's not even close from Gradwall, so that's a full pitch walk to Scholl, his second of the inning. And that brings in another run, 4-0.
Right off. Hey, if you think bad today, it'll be even worse next year. Oh my God. Alright.
Gosh, this is horrible.
Yeah, this is the worst we've seen it all season. I mean, it's a complete downpour right now.
Thank God we got the booth.
Yeah, if we didn't have this booth, it would have been really hard for me to come today.
Oh yeah, I would have called this like. Jeez Louise.
1-1. Yeah, I'm in my work clothes. There's no way I would have been able to do this. It's crazy. 1-1. I mean, this is real bad. Popped up into the air. It's deep, and Jack Playhouse makes the grab. Morgan Granich tags and comes home. So that'll be a sac fly.
I think we got to look to make sure Morgan didn't leave early on that play. Take another look at it. Oh yeah, no,
You got 2 out?
So he is safe at home. That'll be a sac fly.
It's a great catch from Jack Playhouse.
Especially in this rain, it's a complete downpour right now. I mean, to hold on, he held on one-handed, and there goes the back by Granich. He's safe at first. That run will score. We'll take a look just to make sure. Call on the field's confirmed. Either way, that would. We'll take another look at it here. This would end the inning. Call on the field is confirmed. He is safe. And so the inning will end as the Aces score 6. We're going to the bottom of the first.
I'm having so much fun.
So the rain just continues to fall here at AWA Field. I mean, you noticed it last inning with Morgan Grant. He threw his bat out into the field because it's so slippery out here and slick.
Yeah.
Guys are having a tough time trying to
giant
hold on.
puddle in front of home plate.
There's the first pitch from Valadez inside, and the story so far has been pitchers are just not able to even hit the zone. Staying true here with Valadez. A couple of balls and 3 straight balls from Valadez, 3-0 here to Justice. Able to connect. Zone right there, 3-1. That's ball 4. Yeah, I have a feeling this game 4 is going to be an absolute walk fest.
Yeah,
this is horrible.
I mean, it's hard enough to see the ball when it's a little dark at the AWA field, but if nobody can hit the zone, I mean, your hands are cold. It's tough to swing.
As a pitcher, if you're hitting the zone in this, you're him.
Yeah, facts.
This is crazy.
And then if they do put the ball in play, it's not going to be hit very hard. I mean, the ball's going to be soaking wet. It's not going to get a lot of good spin on it.
3-1 is a count to Jack Playhouse in Valadez. Hits the zone. Full count.
Maybe Moses is him.
Oh. Else fouls that one off.
Jack Playhouse with the glasses too. I wonder if his visibility is affected at all. Glasses get wet.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about this is it really hasn't rained all that much today. Maybe it did. I've been in an office all day.
It was drizzling a little bit earlier. Nothing like this.
Okay. All right. It's been light rain today. Excuse me, but this is by far the worst it's been all day. Playhouse walks there. Yeah, I don't see us delaying this game either. I mean, we're getting through this. That's the thing.
As long as it doesn't start raining sideways into the booth.
Yeah, I know, serious. Then we're putting the...
Then we'll delay it.
Crowd wall fouls that one off. 0-2. Valdez goes with the drop.
Moses working awfully quick here.
I think he wants to get out of this as quickly as possible. Can't really blame him. 1-2. And Gradwall chases the slider outside for round number 1.
Drew's been the hottest hitter for the Nighthawks so far this series. I mean, he absolutely carried him in game 1. Was that this series or last series? I forget. Did he hit all those home runs?
He only hit like 1 or 2 against us, I think. Chance was on against the
it must have been against the Aces. He hit all those dingers. The rain is affecting my memory.
I was unfortunately not present for the first 3 games between these 2 teams. But I'm here now to see the end of this series. 4-pitch walk to Philip Grossenbacher, bases loaded.
I think we're going to have to start keeping these balls off the field. Just throw them out each time.
Man, I don't even want to leave up here.
No, wait it out. I got no hood. I got a fleece hoodie on.
It looks comfortable.
It is so comfortable.
Yeah.
Shout out J. Crew.
J. Crew. Strike 1 there to Chance Justice. 1-1 count.
Sponsor us, J. Crew.
I want Carhartt to sponsor us.
Carhartt's good too.
I love Carhartt. That's all I wear. 3-1. Count to Chance Justice as that's fouled back into the
Caught
boot.
that one too. Let's go. 2 for 2 today.
Fired today, man. And Justice does not strike out because it's 62 miles per hour on the gun, so it's full count. Goes around there for strike 3. That's out number 2. Great job here from Valadez. Gets Justice to chase. And there's now two down. Bases still loaded. If Valadez were to be able to get out of this and not give up a run, that'd be excellent work from him.
Yeah, it's a tall task right here, though, with Jack Playhouse. He's a very tough out in these conditions. It'd be best not to give him anything.
Ground ball over to Aaron Schofield at third. He throws to first, and it gets on past the house. So the runners be awarded a bag that'll bring in 2 runs. It's now 6-2 Aces here in the bottom of the first. Call it the Jack Playhouse specialty. A nice ground ball over to third makes things happen. Gets a couple of runs in, and Nighthawks will absolutely take that.
Good Lord.
And this rain just continues to fall here at AWA Field. It has not let up at all. Puddling all over the field. I mean, credit to these players for playing through this. Not that they have a choice.
You know, I do think it's letting up a little bit. It looks like it. Wasn't as hard as it was 10 minutes ago.
It's still pretty hard, though.
Yeah, yeah.
2-1.
Baby steps, though.
3 balls, 1 strike now to Gradwall. Ripped up the middle to Jack Scholl. He fields it, throws on over to first. It's not in time to get Gradwall. Philip Grossenbacher comes on in to score. It's now 6-3.
Take a look at that just to be sure.
Valadez spiked that ball into the mound. He is frustrated out there that Aces weren't able to make a play on that. Regardless, still a tough play in these conditions. And so here's Philip Grossenbacher with runners at the corners. 2 away.
Nighthawks got a bit of a 2-out rally going here.
Swung on and missed by Grossenbacher for strike 2. Popped up into the air, and that'll get out of play.
Gotta be careful there at the slick concrete, especially I believe some of these Aces players are wearing cleats or golf shoes.
Yeah, I know it's the playoffs, but I really hope they don't try to make any plays on concrete. Not worth it. 1-2.
Got to keep that second contract in mind, you know?
Exactly. Ball 2, 2-2 now to Grossenbacher. That's low and inside. Full count to Grossenbacher. Runners on first and third. Aces lead it by 3 here in the bottom of the first. Nighthawks trying to go to back-to-back World Series.
And for Moses right now, he's got an open bag. It's not the end of the world if he puts Phillip on. He struck out chances last time up. It doesn't matter.
And Grossenbacher chases the inside fastball for strike 3, but the Nighthawks score 3. Go to the top of the second. Aces lead it 6-3. Ball one here to Moses Valadez is a strike right there. And Jack Blayhouse has come in to pitch in this inning number 2. They have pulled Drew Gradwall. So an interesting decision here by the Nighthawks.
And it just looked like Drew did not have his stuff early on, so Jack not taking any chances and putting himself in there.
One of the luxuries of having a great 1-2 punch in Jack Blayhouse and Drew Gradwall.
It's got to be the best overall pitching staff in the league.
It's up there, that's for sure.
Yeah, them and the enforcers. I mean,
it's the zone. Strike 3 is Valadez down on strikes for round number 1.
The drop off from 1 to 2 is very minimal with those two teams, and that's why they've made it this far, honestly.
Yep. Very true, very true. So here's Jack Scholl for the Aces. Aces again leading by 3 here in the top of the second, trying to extend their lead. As Blayhouse throws high for ball 1.
Jack Scholl has 2 walks so far. I believe both of them brought in a couple of runs.
3 straight balls from Blayhouse. Here's Scholl, 3-0 the count. Scholl, swing and a miss.
I need to hold on with that.
Another swing and a miss from Scholl, and the count is now full.
Jack is just hammering this fastball against Jack Scholl. Thinks he can get him out without any moving pitches.
So the 3-2 on the way from Blayhouse. Inside, ball 4, and Jack Scholl gets on for the Aces. And we go back to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield.
Jack Scholl is just an on-base machine so far tonight.
Schofield stepping in, a pair of walks and a fly out thus far. He's 0 for 1.
Sack fly. Am I 0 for 1?
I don't think it differentiates. Let's ask. Maybe there is a fun. I don't know. There's definitely a fun.
Just playing with my balls in the water.
So nice.
Oh, there it is. Got the fly. Oh, my bad.
0 for 0, bud.
You got the RBI.
0 for 0 with an RBI.
Excuse me, Aaron Schofield. We've had a conversation. Aaron Schofield is 0 for 0. He is a sack fly, not a fly out.
It's too difficult to go back and change it right now, so I'm not going to do it.
Well, that is hammered out to left center, and it gets over the wall for a 2-run shot. Aaron Schofield extends the lead for the Aces. They now lead it by 5. It's 8-3 here in the top of the second.
It's a little bit better than a sack fly, and does Morgan Greenwich have honey?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's honey. What? I've never seen this before.
Certainly unique. I admire the creativity.
Interesting. I don't know about that one, but
honey's good. Honey's good. I like
guess
honey.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. 8-3 now for the Aces, and they're playing very well in this winter go-home game.
They got the mojo going. They got the swag right now, whatever you want to call it, and breaking out the weird celebrations in a winter go-home game.
And this rain is really playing in their favor as they've come out and taken absolute advantage of it. Playhouse and Gradwall haven't particularly been having their best stuff out on the mound, given this downpour, but Aces have really made them pay for it and scored 8 runs so far in an inning and a third.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Aaron just hit the home run, but they've really just been killing them so far with the little base hits and some walks. So playing the small ball game so far.
It's really worked out for them. Full count now to Morgan Greenwich.
I think that was good early analysis from me. You know, they've had a lot of patient at-bats.
Yeah, I liked it. Good stuff.
Elimination game. Every pitch matters, you know.
Greenwich strikes out for out number 2, so there's 2 away. Now in steps Moises Valadez. So Valadez on the evening, he's 1 for 3 with a single. That hits the zone. Nice pitch there from Playhouse to get ahead.
Moses looking to help himself out here.
I think it's funny whenever pitchers get up to the plate, that's immediately what we say. Looking to help himself out here. You just know it's coming from me, not from us. You just know it's coming.
It's just locked and loaded, you know.
Got it right in our back pocket, ready to go.
So reliable.
Feels weird when we don't say it, to be honest.
Okay, let's not say the rest of the night.
That'll be too tough.
Try and fill the space with something else.
Just be sitting up here, just try not to say it.
Full. It's like that one meme of the guy whose like face is really red. He's like,
yeah, exactly. Oh. Full count to Valadez, 2 away. Pitch from Playhouse. And Valadez, swing and a miss. He strikes out for out number 3. But the Aces, they get a couple of runs on the Aaron Schofield 2-run shot. They lead it 8-3 as we go to the bottom of the second.
Yeah, no, but at the same time, it's like, I am also skeptical on how to. Yeah, no, it's fair, but it's like the only thing that's on the out Google and then we got points because you kept giving us that was crazy. Yeah. So I couldn't watch the game. I thought it was like, that right? There's no way. Yeah, and then, I mean, there's only he's an experienced vet. He's gonna that was a good game. Yeah. I thought you were gonna win that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Point 3. Yeah, that is I thought about that.
Strike one here to Chance Justice, and able to hold off there, so count now runs to 1-1, and Valadez hits the outside part of the zone.
Too fast.
Oh, too fast. Never mind.
Rain is starting to let up a little bit. It's still coming down, but
yeah, it's far better than what it was about 10 minutes ago.
Still not comfortable to play in, though.
It's ripped high and deep, but Aaron Schofield underneath it to make the grab. Now number 1.
You see Drew Gradwell's over there warming himself up by the fire. Can't really blame him.
Yeah, I'd do the same thing. So 1 down. We're in the bottom of the second. Now here comes Jack Playhouse, who's just been so incredibly difficult to get out of the playoffs. Scratch that, honestly, the whole season.
Yeah. I think his on-base percentage is about 600 minimum. Or his batting average is about 500.
1-1. It's inside. 2-1 here to Playhouse as he holds off there. Ball 3. And Playhouse does it well again to hold off as he works a walk. Jack Playhouse is on, and now Drew Gradwell stepping in. Nighthawks down 5 here in game 4.
Drew Gradwell 1 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a base hit. Was the starting pitcher for the Nighthawks, but
got pulled.
Didn't quite have it here in game 4.
Popped up into the air. Morgan Granich underneath it, makes a grab and tries to tag out Jack Playhouse, who got off the bag.
Yeah.
Almost
really?
a rare base running mistake there by Jack Playhouse.
Yeah, luckily it looked like he realized his mistake as soon as he realized that ball wasn't a dinger.
2 outs now, and here's Philip Grossenbacher as he chases at the first pitch for strike 1. Pitch is high from Valadez. 1-1. Fouled off. 1-2. Hits the zone, strike 3, as Valadez able to sit down Grossenbacher to end the inning. No run score for the Nighthawks in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Aces lead it 8-3.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
Hey Mark, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm wet.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Two quick balls here to Jack Scholl. We're in the top of the third inning. Aces up 5, but would love to add on to this lead.
So Mark, I gotta ask you, hypothetical scenario, it's not gonna happen, but
okay.
If AWA Field were to close what would you take from the ballpark as remembrance?
Oh, one of the foul poles, easily.
One of the foul poles?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It'd be tough to carry, but I like the ambition.
No, absolutely, one of the foul poles. Well, story about those foul poles is those were actually foul poles from our high school, Edmonds Woodway. Thrown on to first, and Justice can't hang on to it, so Jack Scholl is safe, and he just continues to get on for the Aces. He's been on every time he's been up.
He's a machine.
Here
Does it continue with your story?
Oh, yeah, no, so these foul poles are from the old Edmonds Woodway baseball field, our old high school field. That was where Chance Justice and I actually played when we were in high school. This ground ball over to Drew Gradwell. He can't field it cleanly, able to knock it down, but doesn't have a throw. So runners at first and second. Now for the Aces, still nobody out. But yeah, I mean, these are our old foul poles, like when we were playing there. And I'd put one up in my house, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty cool. Maybe like cut it down,
you got
like
some high ceilings.
Like keep it in my garage or something. I don't know. Shoot.
Well, that would be cool. I mean, we've
put it on
certainly had a lot of additions to the field. I mean, I don't think I could take that scoreboard over there.
Nah, that thing's too small, man.
Yeah.
It's honestly a sad scoreboard. We need a better one.
Yeah, I mean, it's out of use nowadays, but
I think the next upgrade that we need to this field is we need to have a scoreboard hanging down from Club 65 off the
that'd be
roof.
pretty sick.
And it's like one of those light up ones that you see when you go to like basketball games. That'd be
yeah,
cool.
no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It would enhance the fan experience here as well. Ground ball over to Philip Grossenbacher, and he's not gonna throw on over to first, so everybody's safe. And again, it's just really difficult to make plays in the field on those ground balls being so wet, so
balls
slippery.
Just die on the field too. Any ground balls, almost a swinging bunt.
I mean, pretty much if you hit a ground ball, it's going to be a base hit.
I want to give a big shout out to Jack Scholl right there. He slid into third base right through a mud puddle.
It's been a good game for Jack Scholl so far. Been on
Getting
every
dirty.
time. Running hard out there. You respect that.
Yeah.
Especially in the rain. I mean, shoot.
No, I think if I'd take anything, it'd probably, you know, that dingers or nothing sign out center field would be pretty sick. The AWA Wiffle sign out there.
Yeah, that would be cool. Be cool.
Honestly, you know, something little, maybe just one of those markers that show the distance to foul pole, you know, like that 90 sign or the 105, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Nobody would notice it's missing.
Now Jack Scholl stepping in as that walk from Valadez brought in a run. The Aces now extend their lead by 6. They lead at 9-3 at the top of the third.
Or just the fireplace, you know, that's pretty nice.
Dude, I like that fireplace. Popped up into the air. Gradwell underneath it, and he's able to hold on for the first out. One away. It still continues to rain here. It's definitely lighter, but still not pleasant.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, you know what? I changed my answer. The strike zone. Got to be the strike zone.
Ooh, that's a good one. I do like the strike zone. You just have it up in your house, and then you could like maybe have a wiffle ball in your room or something and start pinging that thing.
Start the whole thing over again. You know?
Start the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sweet.
Sorry.
Just be sitting there on the couch, throw it at the
Ding
strike
in that zone.
Ping!
Triggering your PTSD a little bit.
Oh God, I don't know that one.
I can tell my future kids, yeah, you see that? I never hit that zone in real games. I was pitching.
The mound would be pretty cool too. That's a removable mound.
Nah, Jack can have that mound. I don't want it. I'm good.
Especially after this rain.
Oh, that's got an opportunity out to deep left. It's going to stay in the yard as Grossenbacher holds on, but another sack fly for Aaron Schofield brings in another run, so the Aces now lead at 10-3. These have been two really nice insurance runs for the Aces. Now leaded by a score of 7. It's Greenwich. Swing and a miss at the first pitch, strike 1.
They really captured the momentum of here in game 4.
Really like that question, Alex.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Obviously inspired by the...
Got a chance, but it's to the left of the foul pole. Goes foul. Would have been a 3-run homer for Morgan Greenwich. But instead, it's a long foul. The count now moves to 1-2.
Yeah, that question obviously inspired by the...
What's the count? 1-2? 2-2?
1-2. I have 1-2. Obviously inspired by the recent events at the Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who those fans were that took the seats, but that's pretty cool.
I'd take the seats too.
Respect.
That'd be pretty cool. Take like 5 or 6 of them. Put them in a little
They're tearing
tearing
the Coliseum down, aren't they?
Are they? I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe they're not. 2-2. Oh, and that is absolutely destroyed out to left. Morgan Greenwich, after hitting one foul for a home run, he goes and hits that, straightens that one out, hits it fair out to deep left for a 3-run shot, and the Aces now lead it by 10. Here in the third, they lead it 13-3.
Yeah, this home run might have put the game out of reach for the Nighthawks, looking to just get out of this inning in a hurry and try and string together a rally, but 10 runs is going to be awfully difficult.
And, you know, good for this Aces squad. They've really battled here in this game and put an exclamation point up with that home run from Greenwich to make it 10-run lead.
Yeah, they really struggled in games 1 and 2. They look pretty dead in the water.
I mean, this really could be their opportunity with the rain still pouring. Jack Blehouse and Drew Gradwall haven't had their best stuff so far here in Game 4, and unless they turn it on in Game 5, might be seeing the Aces going to the World Series.
Yeah, it would be their first appearance, I believe.
Is it 3-2?
Full count to Valadez. Nobody on. 2 outs in the inning. Valadez, he walks. So the Aces keep the line moving. Heading on to Jack Scholl now. Scholl has walked 3 times in this game. Reached on an error. Flew out once. He's 0 for 2. But you know what? It's been an impactful 0 for 2.
That's facts for sure.
Scholl swing and a miss. First strike. Another swing and a miss from Scholl. He's now down 0-2. Playhouse, pitch outside. Ball 1. And Scholl swings at the high fastball for strike 3, but the Aces add on to their lead. They lead it 13-3 as we go to the bottom of the third here in Game 4. Chance Justice swinging a miss. Here in the bottom of the third, Aces with a nice 10-run lead. Working on forcing a game 5. And so far, they've done a great job of trying to force game 5. Justice chases the drop, and he strikes out for out number 1.
I would say they've done a stellar job trying to force a game 5.
Yeah, I would say so. You know?
Couldn't really do much worse.
You couldn't have. Couldn't have, yeah. You really couldn't have.
You could do worse.
Could have done a lot worse, maybe.
Right, yeah, okay.
Maybe we can go with that.
It's been a long day.
Oh, dude, you're telling me, man. I agree. 1-0 here to Jack Playhouse. Fouls that one off. Strike 1. Ball and a strike.
You know, I guess right now, if you're the Nighthawks, if you're thinking you can get back into this one, you can't win it all on one swing. You gotta get some runners on.
It's gonna have to be a long string of walks, or
I'm missing, I don't know, behind a pole, I guess.
long string of guys getting on. Playhouse is trying off his bat. He's sitting in a 2-2 count, struggling to hold on.
You know, you see it a lot in baseball when guys swing and miss, or swing and hit the ball even sometimes. They lose their bat. You know, we don't see that ever here.
Low for a ball, and so the count's now full here to Jack Playhouse. That's inside. Playhouse is on for the Nighthawks. Now here comes Drew Gradwall. Gradwall so far this evening, he's 1 for 3. Strikeout, a fly out, and a single. Pitch from Valadez is inside.
Valadez. Oh,
yeah. Popped up into the air. Aaron Schofield underneath it. Makes the catch for out number 2. So the Nighthawks now down to their final out in game 4. And it's now looking like game 5 is imminent at this point. Oh, and this is interesting. Aaron Schofield gonna come into pitch. I don't really understand this. But
yeah.
Still counts as an inning if he pitches, right?
I think, I don't know.
I mean, unless it comes in for the last out.
I mean, it would count as 2/3 of an
inning. 2/3? I guess.
So he could come in for 1 out.
Good point.
If you can keep track of that, by all means do it.
I'm coming in for the last out because in the last 3 innings. Well, the whole next game.
You're gonna have to talk to Jack about that one.
2 1/3.
But wouldn't that count as 2/3? Count as 2/3 of an inning.
Yeah. But I only pitched 1/3 the first game.
I wasn't here for the first. Yeah, I don't know. So.
And I don't remember. So.
Yeah. Hey, works for me, man.
I don't remember what I was doing 2 hours ago. So.
Sorry, you're good. Okay.
Lit. Thank you.
And so Aaron Schofield is going to come in to get this final out for the Aces. And the reason being is Moses Valadez pitched 1 inning where he only got 1 out earlier in the series. And so by him only getting 2 outs in this inning, he would now have 3 full innings to pitch all 3 innings next game.
Yeah, it's a good strategy, but I mean, obviously no lead is safe, but you still got to get there to that game 5.
And yeah, I mean, if you're the Nighthawks, I'm taking till I get a pitch from Aaron Schofield as Grossenbacher walks. But for the Aces, this is truly what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You want Moses Valadez for the whole game in game 5, winner to the World Series situation. And so Aaron Schofield just needs somebody to try to pop up or something.
I mean, you can load the bases, you can give him a home run, and I mean, it doesn't really matter all that. I mean, it matters, but like, it's not the end of the world. I mean, they've given themselves a comfortable lead here.
One thing I'll never understand about Aaron Schofield is when he's playing third, he throws absolute BBs over to first. But when he's on the mound, it's all over the place. You don't know where it's going.
Usually to Jack's ribs.
That's ball 4 is Chance Justice. Works a walk. No, but I mean, seriously, at third, when he, you know, sometimes I watch him throw, and I'm like, dude, that was impressive. That throw was insane.
And we've seen that. I believe the Ace's true number 2 option is Morgan Granich, the knuckleball specialist. All right, rolling with Aaron here, team captain.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's a really good news for the Aces that they're. Oh, and Schofield! Able to hit the zone. 2 more times of that, and they'll be in good spot. 1-1.
2 more times, preferably in this at bat.
Just misses the outside part of the zone. 2-1 to Jack Playhouse. Yeah, I mean, fortunately for the Aces, they're up 10, but we have seen crazier things happen. It could get out of hand really fast.
Yeah. I mean, especially in this wet weather.
No puddle ball. Good.
Rain's still coming down. It's not easy.
3-1 to Jack Playhouse. And ball 4. That'll walk in a run for the Nighthawks. 13-4 lead for the Aces now cuts down to 9. What will happen first? Will it be? Oh, and Aaron Schofield, he's already pulled himself. He's already pulled himself. Before I can look up again, he's already gone. So now here's Morgan Granich. She's going to be filling in as the Aces desperately are trying to get this final out and force this game 5.
Aaron, who's the first hitter that you faced? Okay. Yeah, time. I would say time here. Yeah. That's what you had. Oh no, but I never dropped the picture. Oh. Because Mose doesn't always walk. That's true.
And here we go. Bottom of the third, Aces need 1 more out to force game 5 in Granich. Throws strike 1 to Drew Gradwell. Just outside.
The Aces, they got a lot of wiggle room, but still need an out.
It's 2-1, and yeah, I mean, Aaron Schofield came in, walked 3 batters, and pulled himself. Said, I'm not taking a chance.
I respect the effort, I guess. He scores 13-5 now.
He said, I'll bring in Morgan Granich. He can walk guys just as good as me. Sorry, that's.
There's a good pitch from Morgan.
One and one here to Philip Grossenbacher. And with that walk, Aces lead now cut down to 8.
One more more ball. It'll be cut down to 7.
7 it is. 13-6. And you know, we're approaching the point where the Nighthawks might be bringing up the tying run to the plate pretty soon here, if the Aces aren't careful.
Yeah, I mean, a chance for to hit a grand slam here. It'd be 13-10.
That's fouled off.
If you're the Aces right now, if these pitchers can't reliably hit the zone.
Ground ball up the middle. Aaron Schofield tags second and gets the needed out. The Aces win Game 4. Final score of 13-6. And we're going to Game 5 of the NLCS. We will be back shortly for Game 5 action. Winner to the World Series.
Aces are home, right?
Yeah.
Right, you guys ready? Oh. Is it the same lineup?
The super featherweight champion of the world, Alicia, the bomb Gardner. Here we go. Alicia's going for the gusto, and she's dead.
You are now the undisputed champion.
So that should tell you that us women can do it all. Be the best, you gotta beat the best. Baumgartner continues to pour it on.
She wants to end this right here. Boxing's pound for pound queen.
Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit again. First shot, can start walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of... All start this game. Right. We're whatever happens between decision situation here.
And warmer.
Woo! Yeah, I was trying to think some reasons. I was really low ball.
You're trying to trade for the #1 fantasy wide receiver right now?
He's on an 0-3 team. I feel like I could, you know. Our buddy's in emergency mode. He doesn't have any running backs. I got all these running backs. 2 of them are hurt, but...
Oh, my whole team's in shambles.
Who do you have?
No Devo, no Cooper Kupp.
Oh, God, you got that.
No Pacheco. Haven't had Jordan Love.
Here, get your ass out there.
I'm starting backup.
What are we doing? I still got Nick Chubb on my bench. Hopefully he comes back. I can trade somebody.
Yeah.
Got the steam coming off him.
I still got to get through the first one, but I'll do another one. It's a Coors Light. 4.2%. You're fine.
Can you swing with the towel? When you put your hands on it, just don't turn on. And also don't stand where can't keep.
You guys ready?
And we are about to get game number 5 started. Winner to the World Series to play the Eastern Enforcers next week. But before we start the game, remember to download the Brinks TV app for Apple or Android. Sign up for free and you'll get paid to watch TV. That's why they call it the Kingdom of Awesomeness. Brinks.tv. Make sure you go check it out. First pitch to Chance Justice is in there for strike 1. And Justice fouls that one back for strike 2.
Better now.
3-pitch strikeout for Moses Valadez to start it off here in game 5. And there's one down in the top of the first. This is going to be a crazy game, Alex.
I'm looking forward to it. Would you trade Ramondre Stevenson for Devontae Adams?
Honestly, yeah, I don't think that's a bad trade.
I have
reason I say that is because Devontae Adams hasn't particularly been great this year, but I had Ramondre last year. He was a headache, man.
Oh, you're slipping, throwing me off. Like, there's no way I'm swinging if you're slipping. Go, Jack. Come back. Oh, good. Fuck. Really? Drew starts off now, kid. Yeah, dude. This is a game 2. Yes, we're runner.
Dog. 2 down here in the top of the first. 1-on-1 to Drew Gradwall. Popped up into the air in foul territory, gets out of play. Count is now 1-2. Inside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's fouled off.
What about the Chris Godwin? Godwin is he's in a contract. He's been dogging around, dude.
That's 2-2 here to Drew Gradwall. Slow for ball 3, full count.
Oh, it's over there.
That's tough. I mean, I think at this moment
I'm
you
out
want to
two,
say Godwin, right? But
Big AB right here. It's on the board here. I'm number 1 target over here. Gardner needs to. Hurts me with everything you say. I mean, God, here we go, Philip. Here we go, kid. Let's go, Philly cheesesteak.
what if I traded that?
I got it. Go, Philly. Yeah. You didn't like that one?
Philip Grossenbacher. It's that ball 1-1-0.
Oh. Good. That's good. All good. I don't think it's that crazy.
I don't think that's that crazy.
Hey, you got to fight now, kid. Home base. Go, battle. Okay, how is that 43?
And it's not that I don't think. Okay, we got to call this game. Grossenbacher strikes out for out number 3. No run score for the Nighthawks here in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first, all tied up at 0.
The starting pitcher for the Northern Nighthawks, right here, number 4, Jack Layhouse.
Get me out of that one. Get me out of that one.
Go for.
Hey,
now entering the United Aces, captain and third baseman, number 24, Aaron Schofield.
mean, if you look at like first series, he got quite a few targets too.
Ripped out to deep left center field, and Aaron Schofield has just opened up the scoring for the Aces. They strike first here in this Game 5 win and go to the World Series game. The Aces lead it 1-0. Aaron Schofield, what a blast from him. Wow.
And Aaron, he's had the bat working for the Aces tonight. He's had the 2 biggest hits of the evening so far. I mean, now Morgan's up. He has the other biggest hit, a 3-run shot to really put it out of reach.
Want to know, and yeah, we saw what the Aces were able to do last game when they were able to strike first. Won by 6 last game. And with Moses Valadez able to pitch this full game, he's been pitching great against this Nighthawks squad.
Yeah, he's looked a lot more dialed than he was the first few games of this series. A little shaky. I mean, I don't think he only recorded a single out in Game 1, which, I mean, has come around to allow him to pitch all 3 innings here.
Playhouse hits the zone. Counts 3-1. Just high, and so Granich, he works a walk.
Wonder what the stats are on, like, how often the team wins and scores first.
I heard it's 75% of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
75% of the time, the team that scores first wins.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you just got to make up a percentage and see if you believe it, you know? But did you believe it? Yeah, see? See, now, if I would have came at you, or if I would have said, like, 63% of the time.
See, that's
that would have been like, yeah. I think you would have probably said, okay.
Because that's, like, such an exact number, like.
Keep it clean.
So I wouldn't have believed you really just pulled that, you know.
Even if I would have said this is a great walk-up song.
Yeah. Well, AC/DC.
I want this to be my walk-up song.
You know, I've really been listening to tunes in the car, and I'm always thinking, like, man, would this be a good walk-up song?
I know, that's what I do too. Yeah. I definitely think I'm gonna have an AC/DC song for my walk-up song next year. Got to get rocking and rolling. That is ripped out to right. Stays in the yard. Justice makes the grab. Granich heads on over to third. He'll be safe as he tags up, and Valadez heads on over to second.
I'd say another productive out from Jack Scholl.
Scholl's had a lot of productive at-bats in these last 2 games. It's been huge for this Aces offense. They have really been able to score a lot of runs.
And I sit, Jack.
They're able to put up 13 in Game 4, and now they have 1 here so far with 2 runners in scoring position.
There's still only 1 out. Jack's starting this one off for the Nighthawks. They're going to find it here.
Ground ball gets past Jack Playhouse on the mound, and that's in no man's land. So an RBI single for Aaron Schofield, his 2nd RBI of the inning. He's got both of them. The Aces lead it 2-0 now in the bottom of the 1st.
I mean, you love to see anybody doing that, but it's especially nice for the team leader, team captain, to really come through when your team needs it most in the biggest games. He's really showing why he's a good leader, you know.
Yeah, great job from Aaron Schofield. Gotta feel good for him. I mean, this is the biggest game of their season. Honestly, the biggest game since the Aces' inception, and Aaron Schofield really doing his thing. Jack Playhouse, it's the top part of the zone. That'll be strike 2 here to Morgan Granich. 1-2 the count. Goes around there for strike 3. Morgan Granite strikes out, and there's now 2 down.
And he went around. Could have gone either way there, Cotton. Could have gone either way there, Cotton.
Now here's Moses Valadez. Runners at first and third for the Aces. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Looks like the rain is just about stopped here. Love that.
It only took all of game 4 and most of game 5.
Yeah, about 4 innings.
Yeah. You know, there we go. 2-1 to Moses Valadez. 2 down in the inning. Aces lead it by 2. As this offense remains explosive here in the NLCS. Ball 4. Aces keep the line moving.
How many outfits?
And now Jack Scholl is stepping in.
2 down.
2 down?
2 down.
Oops, sorry, Robert. I mean, it almost hit you there.
Nice. That was 50% Spanish.
That's all I know. My Spanish teacher from high school would be so disappointed in me. That's okay.
Yeah, so would mine.
I don't know. I feel like you know a good amount of Spanish.
No, no,
Oh,
I
really?
don't. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do too great in that class.
Yeah. A lot of parts of the Spanish language just make sense, though. You know what I mean?
They do.
The way
That's
they-
true.
the way that
I know. You know, like the basic greetings stuck with me and some of the verbs, but
ground ball right up the middle, gets past Jack Blayhouse, and a run comes in to score. Jack Scholl with an RBI single extends this Aces lead to 3-0.
you know, if you look at you're gonna look at Jack Scholl's plate appearances after this series, and it's gonna look a little unremarkable, but for those who watch, he's had an impact appearances every time up, pretty much.
He's absolutely made an impact on games 4 and 5 so far. I mean, he consistently gets on for this Aces squad, keeps the line moving, has an RBI single there, and now here we go to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield, and we know how he's been hitting in games 4 and 5. He's been excellent. Inside, ball 1-1-1 to Aaron Schofield.
One of my favorite part about swimming is how they have a backwards or an upside down question mark at the beginning of the sentence, and then they have a question mark at the end of it. So you know when a sentence is going to be a question mark. Yeah, I love that. I love that. You know, person. I was awesome.
And Schofield.
That was a monster rip. He was trying to hit that grand slam there and end the inning.
Full count to Aaron Schofield. Bases loaded. Aces lead it 3-0. 2 down. Ground ball down the third base side. Foul. So count will remain full here. 3-2. Bases juiced. Winner to the World Series game. Outside, Aaron Schofield does very well to lay off of that. That'll bring in another run for the Aces. It's now 4-0 in the bottom of the first. And a reminder to everybody, in innings 1 and 2, you can score a maximum of 6 runs, so the Aces would have 2 more to score here before the inning ends, unless they were to do it, unless they were to score those runs via the home run.
Yeah, then they get, in this case, they'd get all 4.
Now here's Morgan Granich.
Morgan's swinging a hot bat as well.
Yeah, Morgan started off cold at the very beginning of the AWA season, but towards the middle and later half, especially in the playoffs, he's been great for this Aces offense.
Yeah, he's a obviously very skilled player. He knew a slump like that wasn't going to last. Just a matter of time before it started to click again.
That hits Granich. Be ball 2. Count now evens up at 2-2. Aces would love to add on. Ground ball fouled off down the third base side. Count will remain 2-2. Pitch from Playhouse. And Granich chases the screwball for out number 3. But the Aces put up 4 runs in the bottom of the first. They lead it 4-0. Let's go to the top of the second.
I'll grab one when I can.
Okay.
I got you too.
It's like now it's like I haven't right now I'm not playing like yeah. I don't think I don't think yeah, no, I don't think right anymore. I don't like one breath, I haven't done it yet. Yeah, I haven't done it at all. And I don't plan on it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Here's Chance Justice for the Nighthawks. To strike 1. And great job by the Aces offense. They jump out to a 4-0 lead in the first. Now here they are on the top of the second. If they can just hold it down here, innings 2 and 3, they will be on their way to the World Series.
Yeah, and each one of these Aces members, they look dialed in at the plate. I mean, obviously it's not going to translate to a base hit or whatever every time, but I mean, every one of these at-bats has been quality for them. They know the stakes.
Full count now to Chance Justice. And, yeah, I mean, this lead means nothing if Moses Valadez doesn't continue what he's been doing in these games 4 and 5 and pitching great. See if he can keep it up as he walks Chance Justice. So Justice gets on. Now here comes Jack Playhouse.
I got 4. Good AB right here.
He's still not as good as I'm playing.
One out of
3-1 to Jack Playhouse. And Valadez does well to hit the zone there. Full count. Moses might have one of the coolest last names in the league, Valadez. Love it.
Yeah, it's honestly a great great name all around.
It really is.
Looks like the rain's starting to come down again.
He walks Jack Playhouse. Runners on first and second. Here's Drew Gradwell.
2 on 2 outs here. Moses has walked 2 batters in a row. We'll see what Drew's approach is here. I mean, he knows Moses got to find the zone here. Maybe Drew's looking for a bit of a cookie pitch here.
Yeah, Valadez was showing some frustration on the mound. It's something we don't really talk about, but Valadez gets frustrated out there.
He's an emotional person. He's not afraid to show it. As long as it doesn't affect his performance, I mean, I don't think there's much wrong with it, but I mean, if it affects his ability to play, that's a different story. He's a competitive guy. I think it's good for the AWA.
Yeah, I agree. You absolutely want a guy who, even if he gets a little bit mad out there, it's good because he's being competitive.
Yeah,
he cares.
he
wants to win, play well, and so you love that competitive edge that Moses Valadez has. And one of the reasons why he's one of the best pitchers in the league.
Yeah, he's got electric stuff. Mixes up the windup well.
That's just inside to Drew Gradwell, so it's full count. Rain's starting to pick up here. Again in game 5. Ground ball gets past Valadez over to Aaron Schofield. He's tagged second for the out. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, that was awfully close. Next slid. I think Jack was in there.
And the call on the field is overturned. Jack Playhouse is safe at second. So the bases are loaded for the Nighthawks. Still no outs for the Aces. Top of the second.
Moses Valadez officially in the danger zone here.
This is the worst situation you can find yourself in as a pitcher in the AWA, as I've mentioned many times. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Probably the same for every bat and ball sport.
You could speculate. Philip Grossenbacher, 2 quick strikes on him. 0-2. Just a bit high there.
That was a great pitch for Moses, honestly.
Grossenbacher fouls it off. And this is where Philip Grossenbacher is really good in these 2-strike counts. He just consistently fouls pitches off. Swing and a miss from Grossenbacher. He strikes out for the first out in the top of the second. Couldn't have done that at a worse time in my announcement. But
Announcer's jinx strikes again, but yeah, Philip looked a little fooled on that swing there. I think he kind of let up halfway through, expecting something different. Now Chance Justice steps up, looking to do some damage here. His bat was pretty quiet in game 4.
Yeah, it's been weird. I mean, Chance was so electric against the Pilots, and it seems like here against the Aces, at least in games 4 and 5, he's been really quiet.
Yeah, hasn't quite caught up to Moses' pitches yet.
It's inside. 1-1 to Justice. And Valadez does well to hit the outside part of the zone. 1-2. Just high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up into the air. I'll stay in play. Granich underneath it. He makes the grab for out number 2. So great job from Valadez. Gets Justice to pop out.
Now if you're the Nighthawks, you've entered the danger zone. I mean, you load the bases with nobody out, and 2 quick outs produced by Moses Valadez. You cannot let this opportunity go to waste, especially with that Aces jumping out to an early lead.
Fortunately, the Nighthawks have Jack Playhouse stepping up. I mean, this dude just gets on consistently, so we know how tough of an out he is. Got to assume something's going to give here.
Yeah, He's 0 for 1 so far today. He's got a strikeout and a walk.
Valdez drying the balls out there on the mound. We mentioned rain has picked up here in Game 5. It's settled down there and pretty much gone away at the beginning of the game, but it's picked up since then. First pitch to Blayhouse. Hits him for ball 1.
Same spot where Aaron pelted Jack repeatedly in the games 1, 2, and 3.
Playhouse chases a slider outside, 1-1.
Jack looked like he was trying to tie it up with that swing.
And Valadez hits the inside part of the zone. He goes ahead, 1-2.
Jack, not much of a home run hitter these days, but he's still got the power when he needs it.
2-2 to Blayhouse. Valadez outside again, and the count is full.
These are awfully bold takes from Jack Playhouse. These pitches are just missing.
And that's why he gets on as much as he does. Full count. Inside for ball 4. That'll walk in the Nighthawks' first run in Game 5. The score's now 4-1 Aces.
I think it is. Just look a little cockeyed of him.
So now up steps Drew Gradwall. Base is still loaded. Nighthawks would love to get another run in, at least.
And he can take the lead with one swing of the bat here. And Drew obviously has the home run power.
He's got the clutch genes as well. Pitch to Gradwall. Just high. Ball 1. AWA Rookie of the Year season ago. It's now 1-1. Ground ball right back to Valadez. He tags Drew Gradwall out and almost takes out the microphone over there at third. Regardless, that'll be out number 3. A great effort from Moses Valadez to only let up 1 run after being in a bases loaded, no out situation. So the Aces still lead at 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the second.
Swapping me and Drew. Way low ball shot. That is still has Daniel Jones scoring. Still has Daniel Jones. Still has Daniel Jones scoring. That's a bummer.
So now here's Drew Gradwall for the Nighthawks. He's stepping in, face the Aces. Valadez looks at ball 1. So the Aces are up 3. They are the home team. If they were to tack on a few extra runs, get 3 outs and win this thing. I mean, even in this situation, they just need 3 outs to win it. But
yeah, Drew started game 4, but did not have it. Steps into game 5 here. 4 straight balls.
Right where he left
I
off.
wish you want to see,
really tough for Drew Gradwall here in the rain. He just can't seem to get a grip. Just doesn't really have it tonight. He's been on quite a few balls, which is just rare for us to say, because, I mean, especially in the playoffs, Drew Gradwall has been so good.
Yeah, he's really able to fill it up consistently. There's a good pitch.
So there's finally a strike from Gradwall. First one he's thrown so far in this inning. 2-1. Scholl holds off. Count is now 3-1 to Scholl. Scholl 1 for 2 here in this game. Fly out and an RBI single back in the first.
It's been a great couple of games for Jack Scholl.
And should the Aces win this game and go on to the World Series,
3-1.
Scholl would have a big part in that. He's been excellent as he gets on again for the Aces. 1-2, or runners on first and second, and now up steps Aaron Schofield. Schofield 2 for 2 with a home run, a walk, and a single in this game. Ripped out to center, Justice underneath it, and he makes the grab. I thought Aaron Schofield might have another one. Didn't have enough power behind that. It'll be a fly out.
Yeah, just got under that one. I thought that one was gonna carry out of here too, but.
So now here's Morgan Granich, who looks at ball 1. And that's too far inside for ball 2. 2-0 to Granich. That's inside as well. Granich looks at ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded for the Aces. Moses Valadez now step up to the plate.
Looking to help himself out here. I gotta resist it. Did we really say it if the mics weren't open? No.
So Valadez trying to extend this lead for the Aces. Gradwall starts him off with a nice strike.
That was a beauty. Another beauty.
A slider, it's the outside part of the zone. Valadez behind 0-2, and Valadez chases the drop, strikes out on 3 pitches, and there's now 2 outs in the bottom of the second for Jack Scholl.
That was just a great sequence from Drew there. Dotted the zone up twice, hit him with that screwball low and away.
And this is difficult for the Aces, you know, for them to get bases loaded and less than 2 outs. Potential to not get a run in, but you got Jack Scholl, who's been great thus far for the Aces as he looks at a ball. Looks at another ball, so 2-0. Another ball to Scholl, and it's now 3-0.
Jack's shown off a tremendous eye.
4-pitch walk to Jack Scholl, and he keeps doing his thing out there for the Aces. As he gets on again, a run comes in, and the Aces now lead it 5-1.
It's just must be just a very imposing presence in the box. I mean, he doesn't see a lot of strikes. It's like Barry Bonds.
Somebody go pat Jack Scholl on the back. He's been back. He's been great tonight.
He's played a great couple of games. He's getting down and dirty. He's doing what needs to be done.
And 1 through 4 throughout this Aces lineup, they've all been doing it, you know, and it's been huge.
Yeah, they're all the way locked in, and it's right when they needed it most. Backs against the wall, down 2 games to 1. That was gross.
Great pitch from Gradwall. 1-2 now to Schofield. Schofield, a swing and a miss on the screwball. And we're heading into the top of the third. Aces lead it 5-1.
Go, Philip, start us off.
RDB, Phil, home, babe. Yeah, we're good whenever.
It all comes down to this final inning of Game 5, winner to the World Series to face the Enforcers next week. Aces up 4. Here's Philip Grossenbacher. First pitch to Grossenbacher is low for ball 1, 1-0. Hit high out into the air in center, and Aaron Schofield is underneath it to make the grab for out number 1, 1 away. And now here comes Chance Justice. Nighthawks gonna really need to string together some at-bats. Down 4. Trying to go to back-to-back World Series. Aces trying to go to their first ever as Justice looks at strike 1. Justice is swinging a miss, and he's now behind 0-2. Sinker's inside, ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. Aaron Schofield coming on. He fields it, throws to first, and it's in time to get Chance Justice. What a play from Aaron Schofield to get out number 2.
Take a look at it just to be sure. This is an unbelievable play from Aaron. Yeah. Oh, beat him by 2 steps.
Quick release from Aaron Schofield. Throws it on over to Granich at first, and it's in time. And now the Nighthawks are down to their final out.
Aaron, you know, as good as he's been at the plate, he's been a tremendous defender ever since he's gotten here in the AWA, and shows it off there.
And that was a huge, huge out for the Aces. They really needed that. You don't want any situation where you have runners on and potentially bring the tying run up. Now 2 outs, and here's Jack Playhouse. First pitch is outside. That it's the zone, strike 1. 1-1 to Playhouse. Ripped off the tree, foul, and the Nighthawks now down to their final strike. Pitch from Valadez. Hits the zone, strike 3, and the Atlantic Aces are going to their first ever World Series. They'll face the Eastern Enforcers next week to try and win it all. Unbelievable. The Aces win Game 5, final score of 5-1, and they're moving on to the World Series. Congratulations to the Atlantic Aces. What an absolute series they had here against the Nighthawks.
Yeah, you know, really since the first pitch of Game 4, they were locked in. They had all the momentum, you know, from the walk-off win earlier in the week in Game 3, and they just capitalized on that. Every player was locked in at the plate. I mean, Moses pitched outstanding, and Morgan got that one out when he needed it on the mound. But yeah, just a great all-around series for the Aces, especially starting down 2-0 like they did. So hats off to them.
Well, it all comes down to this. We're going to be playing Atlantic Aces Eastern Enforcers next week in the 2024 AWA World Series. Thank you, everybody, for watching here tonight, and we'll see you next week. Have a great night.